That's my matcha. Please don't drink my matcha. You're gonna think it's gross. Actually, I don't know, you literally eat dirt, so. Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Ari. I'm an aspiring author and I have a short story published that you could read linked to my website. And this is my co-host Ollie, who was behaving beautifully 5 seconds ago and now he's just trying to bite me. Today's video is going to be more of a chatty writing update rather than a writing vlog. So what I really wanted to talk about today is one, to give you a writing update to let you know how NaNoWriMo is going. But two, I also really wanted to talk about reassessing your expectations or your goals for a month if you're not necessarily meeting the word counts that you want and certain mindset shifts that come with that. For the writing update for Project Money Piece, so far so good. We're at 12,500 words for the project and I am in Act 2, which is very exciting. And yes, just as expected, I am having this project is hot garbage moments, but that is totally to be expected at the stage that I'm at. I literally have it every project somewhere between 10,000 and 20,000 words, and we're right there. We're at 12,500 words. I originally set out to complete the 50,000 word challenge for NaNoWriMo, and as you can tell, I'm at 12,500 words. Today is November 15th, so by this day, I should be around or be hitting 25,000 words. And you can see I am literally at the halfway part. So I am in a deficit of 12,500 words, which is a very large deficit that I don't anticipate I am going to make up. And so what that means is I have to reevaluate my goals. I have to reassess what I'm capable of. And in my last video, I talked a lot about how I was feeling really overwhelmed, how I have a lot of things going on in my life. And part of the reason why I haven't been meeting those, 1,700 words a day is because I have a demanding job. I have a puppy. The puppy just got neutered last week and I had to take care of him. I've been working on PhD paper edits and yeah, there's just been a lot, and I have been actually sitting down to write every single day, and I am so proud of myself for that. But to be fair, it's been anywhere between 500 to 1,200 words a day. I'm not hitting those 1,700 word marks. Like I'm really experiencing a dichotomy at the moment between two different feelings. On the one hand, I have 12,500 words that I am actually really proud of. I feel like this draft is really solid. Like, of course, there's things that I want to change. And of course, I'm in that weird stage where I feel like the project is falling apart a little bit, but that always happens for me at Act 2. So I know at this point, like, not to freak out, not to worry about it. This is just what happens for me in the life cycle of a project. I wrote 12,000 words in 2 weeks. So I'm averaging about almost 1,000 words a day, a little bit less. On the other hand, I am really sad and angry with myself that I haven't been able to meet my word count goals. And I think in part that's because I participated in NaNoWriMo for the past 3 years, and literally for the past 3 years, I've been able to hit 50K. And writing took over my life. I was writing so much per day, but I was in a place in my life where I could devote that many hours towards writing per day. And I spoke a little bit about it in my last video, how overwhelmed I felt. And I don't have the time and I don't really have the emotional bandwidth to get 2,000 words a day. And I've been trying and I've been sitting and I've been writing every single night. And I am so proud of myself for that. But I am also just really disappointed in myself that I haven't been able to hit those word count goals. But knowing everything that I have going on right now, I also need to be realistic of you're probably not going to be able to write 1,700 words a day. You have a lot going on. But I know myself and I know I can be really hard on myself, and I want to think that I'm a superhero that can do all of the things, but I'm only human and I can only do so much with the 24 hours in a day that I have. I'm just torn. Like, I'm really proud of myself for sitting down and writing when things are so crazy, but also there's just a huge part of me that's like really disappointed that I'm not at 25,000 words. I know I need to sit down and I need to reevaluate, and I am like reassessing my goals and setting myself new goals that are way more realistic, but it's almost like I'm grieving the fact that I'm not gonna hit 50K, which sounds really silly, but it was something that I really wanted to do, and at this point in my life, at this moment, I just have to be realistic, and like I'm not going to be able to hit it. So as for new goals, my new goal is to hit 25,000 words by the end of November for Project Money Piece. If I hit over that word count goal, like I will be thrilled, I will be ecstatic. I really wanted to take the time to kind of put it out there for you all too. Like, if your NaNoWriMos aren't going as expected, and let's say you're not hitting your word count goals and you're not meeting the expectations that you had set for yourself, like, it is okay to reevaluate and to reprioritize and to change those goals. We are halfway through the month. It is okay if you need to reevaluate. It's really important to note, like, a trap that I was falling into, for example, is I was falling into this like all or nothing mentality where I was like, oh, like I'm not hitting 50,000 words in November, like I didn't complete the challenge. And when you have that mentality, like what you actually have is like you have nothing, because it's like all I'm seeing when I'm seeing like I'm not hitting 50,000 words is that like I failed. But in actuality, like if I hit 25,000 words, I wrote 25,000 words. I wrote half of a manuscript, and that's incredible. And so just a reminder, like when you do have that all or nothing mentality, like you really wind up putting yourself down. I often wind up feeling like a failure, and it's really not an all or nothing. It's like a nothing mentality. It's like you don't pride yourself on the small wins, and that is how progress is made. Progress can be made by huge pushes, but a lot of the times, and the more sustainable way to make progress, especially if writing books is like a long-term goal that you have for yourself, is like, you know, really celebrating those small wins and really getting away from that all or nothing mentality. So if you don't have the goal of writing 50,000 words a day in the month, wow, 50,000 words a day, Jesus. If you're not hitting your word count goals that you had set out for yourself, like it's okay. Reevaluate. You're still making progress. You're still pushing towards that goal, and you're doing a really good job. And like, let me tell you that like you're doing a wonderful job. And this is me here reminding you that not everybody has the time or the energy or the mental bandwidth to write that much. And you know, we have lives, we're human, we have to make money, we have to rest, we have to take care of our loved ones. Yes, it's important to prioritize your goals and your dreams and like what you want to go after, but it's also really important for like your mental well-being when you're doing a challenge like this to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And sometimes that really means reprioritizing your goals. I hope if you are considering reprioritizing your goals, I hope this video helps. And no matter what, no matter if you weren't trying to hit 50,000 words, if you're trying to hit a different number, if you're trying to create just like a consistent writing routine, whatever it is that you set out to do, if you're, let's say, not meeting those expectations that you had set for yourself, it's okay to reevaluate, and it's okay to create different goals and make them a little bit more realistic so they slot into your life a little bit more naturally. And this is me here to tell you, you're doing a wonderful job, and you should give yourselves a pat on the back, because writing books is hard. Working hard to achieve those goals of yours is really hard, and you're doing a really good job. Let me know down below in the comments, do you have to reevaluate your goals? Was this video maybe helpful for you to see if maybe you needed a mindset shift around giving yourself permission to reevaluate your goals and set some different ones, because maybe the past 2 weeks haven't been going as you had anticipated them? So let me know in the comments below, and as always, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.